What's up, guys? Welcome in here to Rover Sports, and this is a message for Joe Flacco. I believe in you, Joe. You have one more Super Bowl, and then you're a Hall of Famer in this league. You've been a really good quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. You've won a lot of playoff games there. You went in the Heinz Field and you won. You went into Denver and you've won. You have won a lot of playoff football games. Your arm is going to be perfect for the Denver Broncos. You have Phillip Lindsay, who is an elite level running back. You also have Royce Freeman to help you out. You have Mike Munchak, who with the Pittsburgh Steelers is one of the best offensive line coaches in the NFL. You now have a very reliable guard prospect out of Kansas State that will be able to help you. And his name out of Kansas State is Dalton Reisner. You have Garrett Bowles. You have O'Leary on the offensive line, and McGovern is going to come in and really help you. Your defense will be elite. You have Phillip Lindsay, Emmanuel Sanders, and you now add a dynamic tight end out of Iowa in Noah Fant. You also have a jump ball guy in Cortland Sutton, so you have Sanders, Sutton, and you also have Deshaun Hamilton, a guy in the middle of the field that can really extend this defense and a guy that is going to get a lot better in the slot. You have an abundance of weapons, and you need to go out there and play aggressive. I don't want you to be a game manager. I want you to take shots down the field, and I believe that you can play aggressive. You, this year in the AFC West, if you beat the AFC West, there's a good chance you're going to be in the Super Bowl. The Houston Texans are going to suck this year. They're not going to come back. Bill O'Brien is going to get fired. There's no doubt about that. So you look at the Colts. The Colts are going to be a good team, but you're just as good as Andrew Luck. You're just as good as him in the playoffs, Joe Flacco. So the point is, you rely on your defense. You beat the Kansas City Chiefs. If you get home field throughout, you can beat New England on the road. You have the defense to do so. You have Vaughn and Chubb, Josie Jewell, Thomas Davis. You have the best linebackers in the NFL. You also have Darian Stewart. You have Chris Harris, really good cornerback. And you got Kareem Jackson from Houston, plus Justin Simmons, who can attack the football. Your defense is right there. We just need consistency from you, Joe. We need you to go on the road, handle your shit on the road, give us a win at the Chargers, take care of the non-AFC West games, hold serve at home, get to 11 wins, and win the AFC West. Once you've gone through the AFC West, it's going to prepare you. The Patriots aren't that good anymore. Their defense, Trey Flowers is gone. A lot of their guys are gone. They're a very beatable playoff team. And you've beat them before in the playoffs, and you've come close in Baltimore to beating them twice. You lost to them 31-35. You can do this, Joe. You can win a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos. Stay the course, buckle down, focus. 1 year. That's all we need, Joe, is one freaking year, and you're a Hall of Famer. Screw the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens let you out to dry. The league thought that you're a fourth-round pick. John Elway drafted Drew Lock. They think that you're washed up, Joe. They think that you're worth a fourth-round pick and that you're washed up. The city of Baltimore, they don't care about you anymore. They care about Lamar Jackson. What are you going to say to the people in Baltimore? Are you going to dip out after 1 year and have a mediocre 8-8? Or are you going to turn the tides in Denver? Are you going to be a playoff quarterback, Joe Flacco? Are you going to be the quarterback that is clutch that won in 2012? Because if you win one more Super Bowl, they'll start to look at those years and say, you know what, Baltimore didn't have the infrastructure around you. You were always a decent quarterback. You just didn't have the right pieces. You're an Eli Manning. You win one more Super Bowl, Joe. The New York Jets haven't won a Super Bowl in 50 years. The Detroit Lions and Cincinnati Bengals and Minnesota Vikings haven't won a Super Bowl in 20 years. You win 2 Super Bowls in 6 years as a quarterback, you're going to be a damn Hall of Famer. You got the lottery ticket. You went from being an outcasted quarterback. You could have been on the street like a Ryan Tannehill. You could have been a Blake Bortles and been a backup quarterback. Instead, you are at an elite level franchise. The 3-time Denver Broncos Super Bowl champions. Okay? Peyton won there. John Elway won there. John Elway's right there to help you out. Rich Scaringello came from the Kyle Shanahan system. You're going to be going play action. You're going to have the time of your life, Joe. It's time for a little bit of intensity. It's time for you to focus this year. Stay the course. Win the freaking AFC West. You win the West, the West is the best. Oakland's not going to be easy. Kansas City, the Chargers. Who cares about New England? You have Vic Fangio. Your defense is going to be lights out. It's time that you elevate play in Denver. It is your mother freaking time. People think that you're an apathetic, aloof quarterback, that you don't give a crap about playing in the NFL. That's what people believe, Joe. People believe that you're washed up, that you're incapable of winning in the West, that Drew Lock's going to take your damn job. Are you going to let another quarterback take your mother freaking job? Or are you going to rise to the occasion? Because I've seen you in the playoffs. I've seen you when you're locked in and when you have it rolling. And when you're in the playoffs, you're as good as any mother effing quarterback that is in this league. When you're hot, when you're feeling yourself, you're as good as anybody. You have an offense. Screw being a game manager BS. You're going to attack defenses this year. Denver will win the AFC West. You'll win the West. You'll get past the Colts and Andrew Luck. They haven't traveled. They haven't won road playoff games, Andrew Luck. He got blasted when he went to New England, when he went to Kansas City. He had one game against Peyton Manning. That wasn't the same Denver team as this team. This is an elite level team. Josie Jewell's going to take a step this year. Simmons, Chris Harris coming back for a ring. Time for you to prove the doubters wrong. The doubters think that you just got lightning in a bottle that year, that you were a mediocre quarterback in Baltimore. You were an above mediocre quarterback in Baltimore. You had Marty Morningwell. You had that old stale staff. It is time for you, Joe, to prove Baltimore fans wrong and to prove that you're the guy that they should have moved on for Lamar Jackson. But that was the best thing for you, man. You're in Denver. You have an elite franchise around you. Embrace it. You could have been Blake Bortles. You could have been Tannehill. You could have been gone. Instead, you're the guy. Let's go. Just 1 year. Let's go. Win the West. Take care of your business. Enjoy the hell out of this year. You're going to have a great year. You're going to have so much fun. And you're going to be playing for the championship. You've won a Super Bowl. You've been around the NFL. You know this league inside and out. Should be no pressure. Go out. Enjoy it. Work with Scaringello. Help out Drew Lock. And go win a mother freaking Super Bowl. And go get to Canton. All right, boy?